There's a lot of arguing about which foods are safe in pregnancy. One expert group says sushi is definitely not safe. Another expert says it's fine if you get it from a reliable source. And that kind of conflicting advice can feel really overwhelming. It can be hard to know who to listen to or who actually has the right answer. So how did we get here with so many people giving different advice, and what's the right choice? The first thing to understand is that large institutions make recommendations by looking at population level risk, not at individual values or contexts. Let's say there's a 0.5% risk of an illness. On an individual level, that can feel small. There's a 99.5% chance you won't get sick. But when we zoom out and look at the entire pregnant population in the US, that same 0.5% represents around 180,000 people. Suddenly, that number doesn't feel so small. When you combine population level risk with short prenatal appointments, it makes sense why guidance often turns into clear, simple rules. It's much easier to say, don't eat this, than to have a nuanced conversation about risk with everyone. But humans are humans, and one set of rules isn't going to work for everyone. The truth is that two reasonable people can look at the exact same information about food-borne illness and pregnancy and make different food choices. Not because one is better than the other, but because risk feels different to different people. For some, eating sushi or a deli sandwich feels completely comfortable. For others, the risk plus the added anxiety just isn't worth what they'd gain. My job is to explain the formal recommendations while also sharing the nuance and the reasons why different people make different choices. Not to tell you what to eat, but to help you feel less confused, less pressured, and more supported in your decisions. If this sounds helpful, follow along and click the link in my bio.